Grow Money Bags, a channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out on any future updates. And today's a birthday stream for Ollie, man. We're going to give a big happy birthday to Ollie. If you guys are tapped in, you guys know he does Shield the Beans. He does a bunch of spaces, co-founder of XPX. You guys see him in the space making noise. So make sure if you guys see him around, you guys give him a good happy birthday, man. We're going to celebrate in the space. We had a fantastic Gorilla Radio earlier, everybody. I mean, pretty epic if you ask me. A lot of the gorillas pulling up. We had RTR pull up. Man, a lot of big names and right at the right time. I mean, the markets are picking up. The excitement's there. We can see it. We see people even getting these ETFs ready for BNB and things like that. That's pretty exciting if you ask me. And that's what we're going to keep doing, man. We're going to keep pulling up for these streams, pulling up on these spaces. And we basically made it out of that downtrend. Let's talk about Bitcoin. We got how many people already? Wow. We're filling up pretty quick. Let's get an X handle open. We got that Michael Saylor one I want to keep open because I got to talk about Michael Saylor. We got XPX doing this thing over here. We got Fake Token. Let me get an X page open really quick to make sure that we're live everywhere as the room fills up. Mr. Mo, happy birthday, Ali. Much love from all of us. Absolutely, man. We have to make this one kind of like a birthday stream, man, right? And this is what we can do. So, damn, it's hard to keep up with you. LFG, XPX, happy birthday, Ali. Yes, I mean, you know, my mom used to tell me this when I was growing up. She said, "When you're barely showing up, I was already leaving." That's why me and my mom got so close. Because whenever I was trying to be like ahead of her or doing something, she was like, when you were barely showing up, I was already leaving." So I'm only using her tactics by going nonstop, man. I really get that energy from her. She's absolutely amazing. But we got some things to talk about. We got BTC. Obviously, it's a birthday stream. We got Happy Birthday, Ali. How cool is that to just have it written on the YouTube channel as B-Day? I mean, a lot of great accomplishments. A lot of things have been done since we launched on Smart DeFi. So I think it's pretty cool to just see how we continue to grow in this space and how we're going to continue to grow in this space, right? We had a crazy, crazy epic. If you guys missed this, I would go back and listen to this. It's a little bit, maybe you don't want to listen to an hour and 35 minutes, but I would go listen to the whole thing. This was a very bullish space right here. And quite a few people tuned in. It was a lot of gorillas, and it was a lot of fun. It was some alpha. It was us grinding together. It was us throwing random ideas out, and that's what it's all about, everybody. So if you guys can't call the gorillas, we're definitely going to talk about that as well. We're going to talk about all your favorite projects, but we have to start off with what always starts off this whole market, everybody. It is the Mona Lisa. It is Bitcoin. You can hoot and holler and scream at the world, but unless Bitcoin breaks certain thresholds, nothing matters, everybody. You know, you might be like a new listing or new liquidity being injected. It's hard. We're kind of riding this wave together and getting the community to pump this up together. We're building the momentum up. And I think when Bitcoin breaks 100K, when it does, and it will, everybody, we'll see like a new level of excitement, aka retail, new money, new liquidity coming in. So right now, what you're seeing is a very unique time for everybody, not financial advice, to still find things on a discount, believe it or not. Yeah, you could have got Bitcoin at 76,000. That's a good old did you cry or did you buy scenario. But nonetheless, it's still at a discount, everybody. So it was an awesome and funny Feg Radio. Yes, yes, it was, Mr. Mo. I mean, we need these guys. These guys are absolutely amazing, and we're on hinge and we're on track, and then we jump around and you know, then we all like a bunch of gorillas talk all over each other, then we find our rhythm and stuff. It's all this like refinement going on, all this turbulent refinement where it's finding stuff out, and that's okay. That's what we're doing, and I actually enjoy it so much. It's so refreshing. It's so much fun, and the fact that it's coming from the gorillas and it's coming from the Feg token side, and we're doing these spaces where there's the ape tanks, the one rugs, and the gorilla radio, the blunt house technical analysis, everything that, you know, everybody that's pulling together to make it happen is very exciting, and it's the perfect time to do this, especially with BTC making some significant pushes towards, well, all-time highs, right? Let's go ahead and talk about what we've been talking about for a while that at some point was getting redundant. But now live, I can tell you, not because I'm trying to be a guru or but I can say I told you so to a certain extent for fun, right? For fun, that we filled that gap, everybody. So the question is, what happens now with Bitcoin after we filled this kind of gap that was going up to this point of control? Because we've been covering this for quite a while. And we've been like, okay, where can BTC? Are we gonna, finally break out? What's going on? It's like, and I always keep it honest with you guys. Like, we are waiting for this 50 moving average to be broken. Okay, well, now we got to talk about what now. Now that the 50 moving average is open or broken, now that we did exactly what we've been talking about for weeks about filling this gap on this volume profile up to the point of control, exactly to the red line that we talked about. No crystal ball, no Miss Cleo. What now, right? What can we expect? I'm going to let you guys know the markets are hot. They are definitely sizzling, and the buzz is there for sure. And I think we'll see some organic retests on the 50 moving average. This is something that happens. So I just want to get you guys ready. Do not let where you feel like a natural correction. Remember, we really overreacted in the space, everybody. You compound that with tariffs and everything like that. People really, really, really overreacted. So I want to get you guys ready for, even if there's slight corrections that are normal, let's remember when we overreacted on this first correction on BTC on the weekly chart, and now it's rallying back up, that we should not get, we should not overreact, because obviously this is a nice solid pump, right? On the daily chart, this is a pretty straight up. Can we say that, hey, maybe there's going to be a pullback somewhere in here, right? Somewhere where this prior price was at, right? Let me show you guys right here. See these areas right here? These areas scream out to me that, this 50 moving average could have a continuation where it kind of continues to follow like this. We filled the gap, exactly what we talked about, while having fun with each other and talking and sharing the live stream. And we came exactly to that point of control right now, right? So the question is, now what, right? Now that we did break over the 50 moving average, now that we did fill this gap, now that we did hit the point of control, possibly we see, trading on this, but still following the 50 moving average, staying bullish, because we know when it breaks out for the first time, it does have to come back and retest, right? There's a lot of traders that wait for this exact trading moment. They don't even enter right here on the first breakout of the 50 moving average. I wish I actually would wait a little bit longer, because I don't mind taking the trade like that. But a lot of people want to take the retest, and whatever strategy works for you, that's what's important, right? Like the strategy that you're comfortable in, that's what's important. But if you notice, there's this breakup above the 50, come back down, even a couple little tests, right? But it essentially stays, the retest that we talk about, and it stays above the 50 moving average, trading above this green line right here. When we turn red right here, this is where we've been in this downtrend the whole time. But we're finally out of this. But I want everybody to understand that this is a good time, right? Not financial advice, to back up the truck. You might find some confirmation. You might find some better prices on the market, right? On BTC. But your DeFi plays, your FEG token, your XPX, just back the truck up, because the next pump past 100K is going to ignite the market even more. So, this is kind of that moment in time where you're like, okay, I have confirmation. I don't know how much more confirmation you would need, actually, as far as exactly what we talked about. BTC breaking over the 50, filling this gap. We're having that play out. And this is what we would want as far as this break of character that we have now. Shout out to Blunt, man. We've been polishing our stuff up. Woo, let's go. Right here. So you see this? We were testing all these tops. Remember, we were covering this, and we're like, man, this is the first time that we're seeing it break over the 50. So we had the clue of this break of character. The first time it broke over the 50, the incentive to fill the gap, the point of control, and we're officially out of that downtrend, everybody. At the end of the day, are there going to be minor pullbacks most likely around here to continue this, this trend? But yeah, that we did that before. So we are looking really good. This is the perfect time to continue to support movements like, the Ape Tanks, the Gorilla Radios, the technical analysis by Blunt, everything that King Koopa's doing, pulling these strings, making all these things happen in the TG and X. It's really important that we ignite the whole community right now, because and really any community that you're in right now, all that hard work, all that time that we spent in refinement, right? You got to go through the fire, everybody. This was the fire. This was the red right here. Now we get to polish this up. This is the polishing side where things start to look really shiny. All that hard work of pounding on that metal nonstop till we got it to where we're at right now. We're at a very hardened rate, everybody. Fill the gap with the bananas. I see what you did. Yes, you saw that, huh? Hey, hey, hey. There's a few people watching right now. All hands on deck. Hit them likes. Yes, yes, hit them likes, man. Hit the likes, man. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. It's the late night stream. Late night stream. I know a lot of people across the pond are probably sleeping already. You guys are probably listening to this later on, but it's kind of a birthday stream. We got AD with an eggplant and some cheeks on there. I mean, a peach on there. That's what I meant to say. Your drawing looked like a banana, bro. I know you saw that right here. We filled that gap. Back the truck up on that Feg token and load the bananas up on that one right there. That's what we want to do because that's a low cap gem right now. What's nice is this BTC lets us know what's going on, that all your favorite projects are technically, officially in an uptrend because the wind is behind our back right now. You could literally just kind of chill and the wind's going to push you forward little by little. We were going against the wind for a while. It was kind of tough. And now we have all this plus side right now with BTC pumping, headed towards possibly 100K, this upper value range, right? This upper value range is where you could see us potentially going. But in the short term, and we might have corrections no matter what as we follow this 50 moving average. I really am okay with that because we already went through the hard part. So whether he wants to do this and come back down and whatever it might do, and then eventually trade on this and try this and go back up, I'm fine with that because that's what it did before. It went up, came back down, did something funky like that, and then came all the way up. Let's do that again. I'm fine with that. You can sign me up for that. I've already went through the downtrend. We've already made it, where we didn't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was just dark. It was like, keep going. So what do you mean keep going? It said it just keep going. Just said it's dark though. I don't see it. It said just keep going. We're just gonna keep going. How about we keep building? And you know what? We can see the light now with Bitcoin over the 50 moving average. And I'm gonna show you guys how effective and why BTC is the rising tide that lifts all the ships, everybody. So let's go over to ETH right now. We're going to show what's going on with ETH. I'm sure you guys can see that ETH is feeling a little bit more pump it up. Let's refresh this one more time. Of course, it's going to go to BTC because it knows I love it. And that's what I'm watching nonstop. Let's refresh this right now. If you're wondering what's going on with ETH, right? Ethereum right now. Ethereum price predictions. How high can ETH go? You're looking for an exchange to trade futures on, what you're looking for, bro? Yeah, I think Blofin is amazing. Honestly, I really do. I think it's really good. It's up there. Here we got ETH. Let me give you guys some ETH price predictions, everywhere. We got the chat saying happy birthday, Ollie. Let's go, man. He's probably, he's been having a good day all day. So he's probably, I don't know if he's knocked out or what's going on, but his ear is probably ringing right now. He's like, why is my ear ringing? It's like, yeah, you're getting happy birthdays from around the world. That's why. How often, unless you're in crypto, do you get happy birthdays from around the world? What? Yeah, we got his ears ringing, everybody. So make sure that you guys definitely hit up Ollie for sure, man. But here we go. Let's give some Ethereum price predictions and how high Ethereum can go. Because we have this perfect example of BTC breaking the 50 moving average, filling a gap, point of control, right? Let's go over to Ethereum. Do we got anything that's looking similar, right? And I got to put my hands like this. This is what my grandfather used to do before, when growing up watching the Mike Tyson fights. When things were about to get good, he would rub his hands together and be like, "Come on, let's go." And it's like that's that mode when the fight's about to start. It's like, oh yeah, the fight's about to start. We were watching Tito Trinidad. Those days, the '90s of the boxing was good, and I would watch all those pay-per-views with my grandfather, and kind of how you got to feel when something good's going to happen. You're like, oh, yeah, the fight, it's about to go down. Let's have some fun, right? Because it's about to get good. And what I'm talking about is the same characteristics that BTC did right now with the 50 moving average. Look at Ethereum right now. It's been a while since we've seen ETH kind of reacting in the way that it is. And it's, of course, because of BTC. So this is where BTC always shows these characteristics on how it moves the market and why you want to invest in solid teams that are building during downtrends when we can't do nothing. You can't do nothing about BTC pulling back. What are you going to do? The things that are going to do good are nonstop new launches because new liquidity is being injected. But if you're a project that's already running and already operating, then you are at the mercy of waiting for the trend to turn around. And the trend is your friend, so why even go against it? Why go against your friend? It's your friend. So right here we have the Ethereum chart right now that I'm so excited to tell you guys about because, we're going to get to show this off just like we did the BTC chart. Here goes that point of control. We actually got this lower value range, which I think we're going to talk about first. Then we'll talk about these prices. If BTC continues this type of excitement, this type of, hurrah, 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 which I do believe that we're in right now, we can easily see Ethereum break above the 50 moving average because it trails BTC and start to trade up to fill this first gap right here. Let's put a little banana right there for the gorillas. It's going to fill this first gap up in here, go to this this lower value range that's actually playing as an upper one, but it's right here. This is 2,400. Remember, we're going to be able to say, hey, I told you so. Humble pies being cooked because we like to have fun. And if I don't do it like that, nobody's paying attention. It's this right here is this price action we've been waiting for. And if BTC continues and the sentiment continues and the way that things are feeling lately, we can all feel it, right? Everybody, let's be honest. The spaces feel a little bit more exciting. People are coming out the woodworks. 150x long. Let's bring it down a notch. Maybe a little bit lower than the AD. Can we start at 30? I think 30 is a good spot. I trade with 30x leverage. I think that's a comfortable spot. It's right before the warning. The minute you go over 30x leverage, it's like warning, you're about to get wrecked. So I think 30 is good if you want to feel froggy and you want to jump, right? But ETH right here, everybody, we're having this break above the 50 moving average. The sentiment feels really good. And I'm liking that, if BTC continues, we'll definitely see ETH break above the 50 moving average. We have an incentive right here, which is a nice little long for 2,400 ETH. And if it does exactly what BTC did and it stays pretty hot, like BTC is keeping the market hot, the point of control, which acts almost like a magnet, will bring ETH to a price of 3,200. Forget about it. ETH at 3,200, every ETH play in the market's going to feel that much more exciting, everybody. So seeing right now these discount prices on ETH, this is something that you guys want to possibly take a look at, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but I mean, it could only go down for so long, and it was going down for a while since February 3rd, right? That's the whole time we've been in this downtrend, right? It's just been going down, down. BTC been dragging everything down. This is that moment that you go, aha, okay, I got it. I'm ready. And you got to be a little bit bold, and you're going to have to be a little bit stoic too, because what happens is, remember that when it first breaks out of this, there's usually a retest, right? And you got to be able to stick in your trade because this is your strategy that works, and not get shooken out of this. You see this break above this retest, and you got to trust your strategy that when something's oversold and it finally broke over it, that you're going to stay in that trade to get them gains out of that thing, right? A lot of people are actually profitable traders. I know that I a lot of times I would just cut myself a little bit short too soon. Faggot 4000x Lev, the only way to go. LMAO. Whoa, we got Crypto J in the place. What's up, everybody? Afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning and good evening. We are here at the Happy Birthday Ollie birthday event show, Christmas show, happy turkey, Thanksgiving. It's for Ollie Day, everybody. This is today right now. Ethereum looking really good, everybody. Looking like it's ready. I would personally myself wait for it to break above the 50 moving average, but I can tell you if BTC continues on this path, it's going to, okay? Let's go to Solana next. We're going to cover all these blue chips. We're going to get into some DeFi projects. But the shorts that I have been posting, actually, let me get the numbers for you guys because I want you guys to understand why I've been going crazy on the shorts, everybody. So let me go to my analytics on YouTube. This last month, okay? This last month, the last 28 days, we've gotten over 35,000 more views than usual. So although they keep us a little bit shadow banned on our live streams and they keep us, a little bit shadow banned on our longer form content because of what we do right here, and I get to chop these up now that I'm chopping them up and making shorts, I want to let you guys know when you guys see them, post some comments on these because 35,600 extra views more than usual in the last 28 days. That's not 3,500 more views. That's 35,000 more views coming specifically just from all the shorts that I've been posting nonstop. So we are definitely provoking the algorithm. We're fighting on all fronts when it comes to spaces, when it comes to YouTube videos, when it comes to TikTok with Gene. We got to push on every front because this is our .com opportunity right now. So let's go into Solana price prediction, technical analysis. I want to reassure everybody that you can tell that the overall market, almost wherever you look, the sentiment is bullish. And again, I mean, here we go with Solana. If you guys are, let's see what you guys got in the chat. If you guys are looking for some positions, here goes Solana. Most likely going to do one retest on the 50 moving average, but you can see exactly what BTC did when it broke out the 50 moving average. It filled the gap and went to the point of control. So you have to ask yourself, could this happen over here? Is this something that I would be willing to take a trade on and hold for, Solana to fill this gap into this point of control? Could I hold that trade? Do I think the market's bullish enough where even if it came back down and retest, I would be willing to hold because I know that the market is done with this downtrend and it's most likely going to come up to the point of control where it pulls price up there to like a magnet. It also drags price down when it's on the opposite side, everybody. It does change. I'm going to let you guys, it is subject to change, everybody, okay? So, but right now, where we're at and where we're standing, we're looking at Solana possibly at $232. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. Pretty bullish, and we're seeing some extreme discount prices. If you guys are paired to Solana, or you guys are, on pump fund plays, whatever you guys might be doing, I would be really excited that Solana's above this 50 moving average, same time as BTC, same time as the rest of the market, and I really, really, really like what's going on. More views for the best info. The shorts are going crazy. I mean, we're talking about 35,600 extra views in the last 28 days alone. So, we do that again next month. We're talking about 60,000 new viewers and stuff. It's popping up on people's shorts feed. So, it is definitely very bullish what we're doing over there, bro. Solana, bullish right now. BTC, bullish. Ethereum, bullish. Let's go to AVAX. It's another one. We're also going to go to BNB. We're doing price prediction on all of these and seeing where we're at just to show you guys, whoa, what is Avalanche doing? No way. Is it doing the same thing that BTC is doing? Are you willing to say, hey, BTC kind of gives you that look at what it looks like ahead? We see BTC, what it's looking like, right? What it's able to do, what it looks like when it does that, break above the 50, fill a gap, point of control. I come over here to AVAX and I start going, shout out to my grandfather. I'm like, wait a minute. Looks like we're breaking over the 50 moving average. Looks like we even have incentive to almost trade this thing up here. Like it will get pulled, like price could get pulled at some point that way. And if, I've been telling you guys about Avalanche since $19. It's at $22.31. Now, could it retest and make you feel like, oh man, I should have never bought it? Because now it went back down to $19. It could definitely do that. It could definitely do that because a lot of times if you come back over here, break over the 50, retest, shake you out your bag. You could have took profits right here actually, because this is still a trade from right here till right here, and you could have waited for it to and even went short if you wanted to, but right here would have been your your re-entry. This spot back over the 50, and then it's trading all this above the 50 till it came back down here, got back underneath the 50 and was bearish for the rest of the time to where we're at right now. So pretty cool if you ask me to see where we're at as far as BTC waking the market up. All this, downtrend finally been over. It's been in a downtrend since December 21st of 2024. Avalanche sniffed out the little dip or correction, depending what you guys want to call it, late last year, December 21st, 2024, Avalanche already dipped underneath the 50 moving average and was already sniffing out that there was going to be a correction in the market long before we had to wait till February when BTC did it, and then everything else kind of followed. You add tariffs on top of that, a couple of recession words being mentioned, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you have a little bit of compound pullback, if you want to call it that, right? But right now, looking like we're going to be going upwards, and these prices on Avalanche are pretty impressive. And considering that they're providing a lot of utility, this is not just Avalanche. This is Avalanche that is known for gaming, and we're seeing on the Arena platform, which is becoming more and more popular every single hour. Everybody, forget every single day. Every single hour is becoming more popular. You're having gamers play games on here. You're having people stream and make money. This guy's streaming some rock and roll right now. But for the most part, what you're seeing is a good amount of gamers, a good amount of projects, and people
I
talking
think
about
I
what's going on
believe.
right here. We're going to be streaming over there as well. But like I said, you guys got people pulling up over here, and this is really impressive. So Avalanche has a lot going on. It's not just Avalanche no, it's growing, it's building. It has a staking platform right here on Arena. So to me, this is expansion and some discount prices on the Arena token that you need Avalanche to buy it. Everybody, okay? So this is a great EVM, and I think that we're going to see this continue to go up. I think you're seeing discount prices. Can you put the 50 on Blowfin, or do you need Trading View? No, you can put the 50 on Blowfin. If you actually go to Blowfin and when you first open it up, it actually starts. Look at how easy. Can you guys digest this? This is actually the 60 80, but it works very similar. Leave it like this. I mean, and look at the daily chart. This is the 60 moving average, but it's just as good as the 50. It's very close. But this blue line that Blowfin comes with, I mean, above it, underneath it, above it, bullish, underneath it, bearish. And you can go. This is fractal. You can go to any time frame and be like, anytime this thing breaks above this, I get a bullish run. When it breaks underneath it, I get a bearish run. Got it. Now, if you can see, it's a little choppy on this one. And I think the 50, I don't know, it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm being biased towards the 50, but even right here on the hourly chart, you can digest this. Above the 50, hold until it breaks. It tested the 50 or the 60 on the Blowfin. That I can move it to the 50, but tested it, bounced on it. On the hourly chart, it still hasn't broke down below it. And I usually don't like to. I like to take this one that's the first one breaking in. I'm not going to be taking a trade in here. I don't know if it's gassed out. I don't know if it's running out of gas or whatnot. Or how that gas tank is. I like it to know that hey, it's been in a downtrend or it was very choppy like this, and then it broke above that 50, and that's the first one that shows some bullish indication. I'm going to hold it. Right now, I would be waiting, rubbing my hands together, waiting for a nice little short trade on BTC because the minute BTC breaks underneath this thing, right? Probably come down here and test it. If it breaks underneath it, what happens? It starts trading down. It does it over here. And look at this. Underneath it, down. Underneath it, down. It doesn't even matter where it's at. It what price range or what time scale. You can find instances where you can trade that. And this is where I think if you can practice a good strategy that you feel comfortable with for a solid week and something like this that's not going to give you analysis paralysis with too many indicators, I think that almost anybody can digest that. I think a lot of people can most likely digest that pretty good, right? So that is on Blowfin. And AVAX, I mean, here we go. This is that 50 moving average. So like I said, it looking like some amazing incentive for us to go in the upward direction. What price is that? $41 AVAX. $41 AVAX. Now, like I said, this is where when you have to practice your strategy to test and be strong, is because your strategy will most likely get a retest, and be test that you're bullish enough that this volume profile is going to actually work and that this point of control actually does bring price up here. Where like no matter what, if it stays above that 50 moving average, you're going to be there like Marcus Aurelius, and you don't care. You're not going to shake me. I'm gonna hold on to this. All these red candles that look scary, it didn't break underneath my strategy, so I'm holding it. And this is how you can let the runners be runners. And that is something that Blunt helped me out with, because I could always get in a green trade, but I would sometimes take profits too fast. I would actually take profits a little bit too fast, and I was leaving too much on the table. This would be a perfect example of where I would have left stuff on the table. I'm just using myself as an example. Sexy trade, right? Beautiful trade. Right here starts scaring me. I take my profits. Next, market pumps up. That's why I got into the habit of selling portions at a time, because a lot of times when I would sell, it would pump up. So, I would most likely catch some of this, but, really I should just be waiting to maybe this test right here could have been the first time I took my first profit, second profit, and then the breaking of that, my third one, or just exit all at once. You got to have your entry strategy and you're going to have your exit strategy, everybody, right? There's two sides to the coin. There's two sides of the coin. So make sure you're also thinking about, hey, now that I got my entry strategy, which I want that when it breaks, how am I getting out of this thing? when am I deciding to get out of this thing? Because the markets start moving and these candles start flickering and wicks start coming out and your heart starts racing and your blood starts rushing. And next thing you know, you're talking yourself out of a great trade and you're supposed to be kind of just rocking that. And like I said, right now is a perfect example that, you know, when you're setting these up, let's say like this hourly trade, you know, this trade, we're jumping around, but I want AD to get this. So this trade, even on the first take profit, was 3 days on the hourly chart. You know, can you hold for 3 days? Look at how long. You don't think there was a lot of tests in between this, but it took 3 days. If we come all the way up to over here, 4 days trade, you know, holding this trade, but it's a nice trade. Right now, we're looking and we're eyeing for that next position to come. When it breaks underneath the 50 after all this run up, most likely it's going to come down here. You know, most likely it's going to come into this area over here, and we're going to, you know, look for the next short. We don't want to catch the end of this wave. You know, let the market do whatever it's going to do. Let your trade come to you. All right. So AVAX right now is about to come to you. If you guys want this thing to ride all the way to $41, it looks like it's going to do it. It looks like it's going to do it. And you guys can see that you can play that 50 moving average, that little thing almost on anything, right? Let's go to BNB next. Another one of which is going to be a ETF. You know, there's buzz and there's talk about ETF this, ETF that. And most likely all these things are going to happen because they do not want to miss out on the volume, everybody. They don't want to miss out on the volume. Thanks for taking the time. It's all good, bro. It's all good. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. You know, if I tell you, and that's what we're, you know, you got something that you're going to help me out with, AD. I already know. It's like, you know, that's what's nice about finding great people in the space and even in real life, wherever you might be. And, you know, somebody that can, you know, you guys can help each other out. Steel sharpens steel, man, and we can make ourselves really good. Here we go for BNB in the short term. Now, BNB is doing this thing, a break above the 50, and this is the point of control. So in the short term, we got BNB coming up to 627, which is not too far away. We also have the ability for BNB to come up to 712, which would be really, really nice. You know, we can see all these other tops, all these, you know, times it was waking up here above the 50 moving average. And we've been in a downtrend in BNB since January 25th. No, since January 19th. We've been since January 19th, we've been in a downtrend in BNB. We've had tests and came back up here and came back up here, but nonetheless, this has really just been a downtrend with some false breakouts to the top, and now this downtrend is over because, of course, BTC has broken the downtrend. So now we can see people potentially taking some longs on BNB. The first spot is going to be right here, right? 627. And then the higher part on BNB is going to be at around $712, everyone. So those are some blue chips, and I think we're going to have some altcoin buzz going on for sure. Shout out to them. But we're going to see a lot of 79 ETFs were filed for, everybody. I mean, that's a huge indicator. I don't know when it's going to happen and where all that stuff goes into place, but they didn't go through all that paperwork and pay people an hourly wage and all these things, all these teams that they had discussions. This was not just one guy that said, hey, we're going to file for these ETFs. Each of these ETFs probably got 2 or 3 boardrooms that came, you know, together to have these discussions to figure out which ones they wanted and how they were going to do it and when they were going to do it. So we're really in a prime time when it comes to, you know, institutions about to push this market really hard for us. So we're already invested in a lot of these things when major institutions are looking to get into this, everybody. All right, so this is BNB. Now let's get into some DeFi space. We're going to start off at FEG token. Amazing space today. On the Gorilla Radio, we had RTR pull up. Shout out to Soul Saver yesterday as well. Amazing space with Soul Saver. But we're going to go over some metrics that I think are pretty bullish that I want you guys to get hyped about. And notice that it takes a little bit of time too, right? You got to give it some time. I think BNB going below 4. Woo! Below 4,000? What, 3,500? I'm messing with you. Here we go. We got in 2021, FEG had $10 million market cap and it pumped every 3 weeks. Non-stop momentum that carried us all the way to $4 billion market cap. That the spark's back. The community's stronger. The tech is next level. You already know what comes next, everybody. And we're seeing a nice little uptrend pick up into smart DeFi. And when FEG goes up, everything else goes up. Anything paired to it's going up. And notice that it took every 3 weeks, everybody. So it feels, it always happens slower than you want, but faster than you thought, right? Slower than we want. We want it in 3 days and not 3 weeks. We don't want to go up every We don't want to go up every 3 weeks. We want to go up every 3 days. Boom, 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 boom. But you know what? Every 3 weeks, nonstop momentum, everybody. That's what it really takes. Can we build nonstop momentum every 3 weeks, just not month after month, where eventually we crush some market caps that people cannot ignore, right? That's what we want to do. And I think that, and I know that we're in this time where, we got Feg the System, Feg the World, we got Feg to Retire, we got, Gene on TikTok, I'm doing Guerrilla Radio, you got RTR, you got Feg Rocks, you got Fanic, you got Tommy. There's all this noise being made right now, and it's all positive. You got all the gorillas with their PFPs. It is shaking, it is baking, everybody. So if you're new, welcome to the jungle, everybody, where we have fun and games. We got Blunt House doing technical analysis. You guys can snatch up some knowledge and be able to chop up these markets. I really, I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. I've been able to refine my thing and get it really, really nice. Shout out to Blunt, and they say the game is sold, not told. If you guys tap into that Feg TG, if you guys are looking to launch a project, ask some questions. If you guys are looking to learn some technical analysis, ask some questions. There are so many people in there that are willing to help. All you have to do, keep some good vibes and ask some questions, everybody. It's not what you know, it's who you know. This is Feg Token right here, the project with asset backing, the project with staking, the project that brought one of the hottest, if not the hottest, launchpad to DeFi, where you guys can launch your project today on the BNB chain, get some staking rewards, get some lending going, get some asset backing up. If that's something you're into, definitely go to smartdefi.com and launch your project, everybody. Now, I can just tell you, hey, go launch your project. It's a good idea. Go launch your project. It might be epic. Go launch your project. I think Smart DeFi is good. But talk is cheap, everybody. It's a whole other thing to go out and actually do it and done it and did it. And that's exactly what we did. Launched XPX on Smart DeFi, everybody. It is holding very, very strong. Let me, 1 second, before we go to XPX, 1 second. He said, 100 that is, in a month's time or less. All right. Feg to retire with my burrito bowl present. Yep. That burrito bowl, right? Look at this nice little breakout on Feg token to $11 million market cap, breaking out of this downtrend or this consolidation, going into an uptrend. This is the next wave, man. $20 million market cap, 30, 40, and then breaking over the 50, I think is where it would be undeniable. And every single SD project will be a lot higher. No matter what, Feg tokens at $50 million market cap, your SD project will be higher automatically, everybody. So like I was saying, talk is cheap. It'd be one thing for me to say, I think this launchpad is epic. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think you guys should go and, bring your people on here. But it's a whole nother thing to actually go out and do it yourself. But I didn't just do it myself. Like I said, this is a birthday stream. Shout out to Ollie. Shout out to David. Shout out to Marlone. Shout out to the XPX community. We are doing this thing together right here. This is X Pays X, everybody. Launched on Smart DeFi. You guys, I'm the developer of this thing with an amazing team. We got off-ramp solutions that you guys can use today. You guys can off-ramp your crypto today, which is epic. And shout out to Sasquatch, who just got on board with us and showing off his card last night on that Soul Saver space, which is epic. And as you guys can tell, this time we're ready to delete our zero as well. Feg Token just deleted theirs. We're not too far away from deleting our zeros. If we had that same momentum that RTR posted about, that nonstop momentum and build up, and at the same time Feg tokens doing that, we will easily break all-time high, everybody. We are at some proving grounds, which, the market's turned around, the community's rallying, we got a merch store coming out, we got more utility coming out right around the corner. This zero being deleted is absolutely bullish. The $1.5 million market cap, people will be like, uh-oh, it's happening. The $2 million market cap, FOMO has been ignited, everybody. And you know what? What's amazing about this is that this market is ready for something like this right now. There are people with more BNB in the market than ever before, everybody. BNB will hit almost 800, then dump. It could. I think it's going to go a little bit above that, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. I think it can go up to like 1,200, to be honest with you. I think it's going to take the place of like Ethereum's Ethereum's last kind of cycles prices, where Ethereum used to fluctuate between 800 and 1,200. Ethereum would always kind of fluctuate in that. And what happens is like the next player takes the next round. The next player takes the next step. And I think BNB is getting ready to take that next step up where Ethereum used to dance between 800 and 1200 bucks, but it could be lower. It could be 800 and 600. You know, maybe you're right. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. That's for sure. But right now we're looking at some amazing thresholds where I like right now. This is, what is this? The first zero being deleted right here. $1 million market cap, $1.5 million market cap, and then $2 million market cap, which is super bullish to do. And we're gonna do it, everybody. The market's already in our favor. It's on our side. BNB is gonna pump. We saw the articles about the BNB ETF, everybody. Whether it happens now or whether it happens later, this is something that's going to be very significant for all things BNB, especially for a project like X Pays X, because we are backed by BNB. Our assets are being backed by BNB. That's how you're able to take out a loan against your XPX tokens, because it's being backed by BNB. So when BNB pumps, we pump, and it's going to pump, everybody. It's going to go higher than where it's at right now. And right now, whether you're on Avalanche, whether you're on BNB chain, ETH chain, Solana chain, you guys can come over here and get your cryptos off ramp and use your cryptocurrency today with a project that has been launched on the Smart DeFi platform on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is X Pays X, everybody. Today you guys can come over here. We had some big people. I mean, Sasquatch is pretty big in the space, showing off his card yesterday, even having everybody, making the sound with it. You can hear it in the background where, the card's making the sound, and that is just bullish, everybody. We're here to stay. We're over 10 months old. We've already proven that, there's a war on rugs, and when you got a solid team, that won't rug you no matter what, and is here to lay the foundation for the future of payments. That's when you have something like X Pays X, everybody. Come over here, order your physical card, your virtual card, or pay your bills in 10 countries today, everybody. I got some more coming for you guys. It's on the table. It's going to be coming out after the merch store. I'm doing some testing on it right now, so make sure that you guys stay tapped in. These are discount prices for a project that will continue 100% to deliver. And you guys know we're going to the Bitcoin conference. There's going to be hype around there. That's what, about a month away now for sure. So there's going to be hype leading into that, and a lot of exposure, boots on the ground here. So definitely going to pull up to that. You guys do not want to miss out. All right. So if you're a holder of XPX, if you're not a holder of XPX, does not matter. You guys can come over to xpxpay.com, get your crypto Visa card, pay your bills, get your virtual card, whatever you guys need to use, you guys can use it right now. xpxpay.com. Let's go to the X account of XPX. Let's go over here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. That Gorilla Radio was epic, man. Whoa. Look at that TK. That boy putting in overtime on the overtime. Shout out to the broski right here. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to the community. I mean, we're everywhere. TK went the extra mile, got Sasquatch onboarded. I mean, it takes really a village to make this happen. And you know what? This is what it's all about, everybody. Here we go. Our cards are all around the world. That's just what it is, everybody. Our cards are all around the world. They're going to continue to be around the world. We're going to continue to expand. We're going to continue to grow. We've already hit a big milestone as far as paid orders. It's only going to get higher and higher and higher, everybody. I'm not going to stop, everybody. You guys seen this over 10 months. You guys see me going live. You guys see me on streams. You guys see me on X Spaces. I'm going all the way. This is a crazy.com opportunity, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of it. It's up to you guys whether you guys see the potential of XPX, that you guys see how well connected we are and how undervalued it is, because at the end of the day, we're letting people around the world off ramp their cryptocurrency, whether it's TK in Sweden, whether it's Psychedelic Angel in Australia, whether it's me here in Las Vegas, wherever it might be. It is all around the world. Look at it. She don't even know. She said, "What? Tro King? What? Who's that?" Say, "Oh yeah, it's Tro King." Oh yeah. So right now, you guys can go ahead and come get yours. Don't miss out, everybody. We're going to continue to refine this just like the gold that it is, keep making it more and more pure, and take this thing all the way, everybody. We're going to have a lot of fun at the Bitcoin conference. Like I said, you guys back the truck up, man. This is a low cap gem right here. You guys see the dev pull up, me, myself, on these live streams. You guys see Ollie pulling up nonstop, the co-founder, his birthday today. You guys see David, another co-founder. You guys see Marlon, our brand manager, co-founder of XPX. All of this comes together to make this amazing project that's sitting completely undervalued. And You know, to be doing one cards is one thing, but to allow you to take out a loan against your XPX tokens and then let you off ramp it into a Visa card is a whole nother thing. So this project is extremely undervalued if you ask me. A project that allows you to make passive income on your staking rewards, a project that lets you compound your passive income without having to do absolutely anything. They automatically compound nonstop. So you don't have to go back and check if you staked it correctly. You don't have no lock period that it's a gimmick that you got to hold it for this long or else you're in trouble. Or no, you can stake it to make it. If you want to unstake it. You want to stake it, stake it. You made passive income. You like the passive income you made. Cool. You say, hey Rico, I got a flat tire. I don't want to sell my XPX tokens, but I do want to fix my tire. I do want to get to work. I'm like, yeah, of course. Who wouldn't want to do that? And you got yourself a little bank right here, basically a DeFi feeling like bank that you can make passive income like a savings account. You can take out a loan, and then on that loan, like from the same place, you don't go to your savings account. You got a savings account somewhere, you got a loan somewhere, no, you can do this all right here. You come to xpxpay.com or the Smart DeFi platform, take out that loan, come to our website right here, which is connected right on Smart DeFi. You click right here, right, all in one spot. You got your passive income. You took out your loan. It's in your wallet. You want to come to XPX Pay, and then you off ramp your loan on your dashboard. You would go to your dashboard right here, and off ramp your cryptocurrency, right? So pretty epic if you ask me, a project that allows you guys to do that right now, letting you guys take out a loan against your XPX tokens and then off ramp that loan. It's absolutely wild. And that is undervalued products and services, everybody. That is undervalued products and services. So this will be your dashboard. You can sign up with your email or you can sign up connecting to a wallet. And in the future, you guys are going to see I got some things up my sleeve for all of this stuff. We're working nonstop around the clock, everybody. So that is X Pays X, everybody. Let's go to some DeFi stuff, everybody. I want to talk about Arena over here. This one's super bullish. This one's super epic. I've been telling everybody about this one at $10 million market cap. This project's going to go a lot higher, everybody. This is Arena. It's on AVAX. Pretty bullish, everybody. If you ask me, a project that is allowing people to stream, make passive income. People are tipping in Arena. What do people have to do to get Arena? They have to buy AVAX, put it into their MetaMask, and then buy some of this. This is going to continue to grow. This is going to continue to grow. And I don't want you guys to fade this thing. I'm bringing you guys all different types of gems. Obviously, I launched XPX, but if you're on the AVAX chain, this is something that you definitely want to take a look at, and it has a lot of potential. And a lot of these things I've been telling people for a while, they're gonna go up. There's gonna be humble pie for everybody. Do not miss out on this Arena one. Don't miss out on this. Arena platform and what they're doing over here. You guys can stake your Arena on this. You can stake your Arena. Go to your wallet. You guys know that I love staking, right? Migrate your wallet, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Let's click on this. We got $17 already in the XPX portfolio. I mean, this thing's making money over here. People are making money off of it. This is passive income. Passive income is the future, everybody. Look at how much Arena the XPX account is already holding. All right, we'll enter that in a bit. But the XPX account is already holding quite a bit of Arena, and we're going to keep accumulating it. And right off of the account, you can make it as you stream, as you do whatever. You're accumulating that, and you can stake it and make more Arena, everybody. Pretty bullish, everybody. That's a gem right there for everybody. Now, let's go into the DeFi side of space, and I want to start off with Captain BNB. Not sure if they're pulling up, but they're doing fantastic. Their chart's been pumping nonstop. They've been having a lot of fun. They annihilate everything that we're doing. They're paying attention. A lot of them actually hold XPX already. And this is exciting for somebody like me because, we're running a WAGMI movement over here. We want them to win. They want us to win. And that's what we're going to do, everybody. They're assisting, and we should assist in making BNB great again. Here you guys go. This is Binance Africa. Ooh, this is crazy right here. This is every Binance chain is doing this Captain BNB stuff. We don't want to sleep on this. We don't want to sleep on this, fam. We don't want to sleep. This is alpha, everybody. This is Captain BNB alpha. They get too much love from the BNB chain. It's easy math, everybody. Easy math on this one. They've been getting a lot of love. They got posted from the Chinese BNB, from the main BNB page, and now from BNB Africa, they're posting that the cape stays on, everybody. So the cape stays on for Captain BNB, everyone. Shout out to the Captain BNB community. Very, very vibrant community, very powerful community. Community that pulls up nonstop, honestly, working round the clock. Space is nonstop. TG nonstop, and now they're being rewarded. Everybody, they are being rewarded. This is, the mascot for the BNB chain, and that's what they're going with, and they're doing a good job of it, going right up to that $10 million market cap that we know is the test. Breaking past that starts to get people hyped up. $20 million market cap could be the next one. 30, 40, 50, $100 million market cap. What? That's all within range. That's all within reality, everybody. And BNB, or Captain BNB, going back towards its all-time high. I think people need to understand there's going to be a big BNB movement coming. There's going to be, CZ is not done swinging back, everybody. The market's not even close to being done. The market's not even close to being done. This has to play out. I don't care what nobody says. I want to see the market come up to yellow or orange like it did every other time when we did not have this much cryptocurrency acceptance. Do not tell me that the time, and if I'm wrong, then fine. It is what it is, everybody. But that means you're telling me that the time that they accept crypto more than ever before, BlackRock, Fidelity, countries, states, politicians, whoever you want to call it, everybody, cryptocurrency, and we're not going to touch the yellow and orange. All right, cool. I'll be wrong on that one. But for the most part, I know that will come up here and touch some of this yellow. And these are some crazy, insane prices on BTC that will make BNB go up, that will make Captain BNB go up, that will make Feg Token go up, that will make XPX go up, because we are paired to BNB. And when BTC goes up, so does BNB. So does the rest of the market, everybody. So we're seeing discount prices before a crazy rally I think it's going to incite, as BTC most likely will break that 120 mark and get more new liquidity to come into the market. We're waiting for that. We're letting all you guys get positioned, because when BTC breaks some new heights and people can't resist anymore, what happens? New money pours in. You better have where your spaces are already running. You better have where your TG's already active. That you have all these things actually already operational, so that when new money comes in, new liquidity comes in, new eyes, new ears, they can hear and see the people of Captain BNB chanting, say, put the cape on, or they can hear the gorillas coming and making noise out of the jungle, or they can see XPX shining their card from a mountaintop way above, and they're like, whoa, what is that shiny thing way up there? Calling everybody's attention to come to this mountaintop, and it's the XPX Gold Visa card. All right. And that's what we got lined up for us, everybody. That's what we got lined up for us right now, is this market trend going up, BTC out of the downtrend, yellow, orange on the table, and the rest of the market. Send everything, everybody. Send everything. Captain BNB in the house, everybody. Next BNB play I'm going to bring up, we're going to be talking about Mubarak, everybody. Mubarak. Slowly but surely creeping up, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, I'm giving you guys the undervalued gems. We were talking about Mubarak since over here. If you had the bell notification lit, you would have got in on Mubarak at $6 million, $7 million market cap when I said, hey, this looks pretty interesting. And you would have made money because it went all the way up to $222 million market cap. Now, if you felt like you missed out and you didn't catch it and maybe it's over, it's not over, everybody. It got listed on Binance. The market's taking a breather. This is a natural correction. This is what happens in the space. People get tested, they get rocked, they paper hand, and then next you know, people push the project right back up. And this is Mubarak at 31 million, which most likely is going to go a lot higher, especially when more and more people come into this market, everybody. More and more people will come into this market. So for years, many CEX avoided listing BNB, missing out on the high trading value of the top 5 coin. Now they're catching up. This increases competition for Binance CEX, but benefits BNB. I'm pleased to see Kraken supporting BNB. Whoa! Kraken, let's go. Look at BNB. Right here, BNB at the top, most bought on Kraken today. BNB, is that a sign? Is something happening, everybody? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, everybody. And this is why we got to cover everybody. Everybody's advertising and marketing something that's unique to them, and we get a whole bunch of information from everybody. I love this. Love this, everyone. Absolutely love it. Very nice. Mubarak. Let's all make BNB great again. BNB, definitely, definitely, definitely. Being bought up on Kraken like that is epic, everybody. Being bought up on Kraken like that is epic. Wow, that says a lot right there. That definitely, definitely says a lot about where we're headed with BNB, everybody. That is cracking right there. Let's go. Mubarak, undervalued, BNB, becoming great again. Easy place to park that BNB. Everybody, last night in Soul Saver space, there were more BNB talk than anything else, everybody. Connect the dots, read in between the lines, or don't. Or don't. Don't worry, we got Humble Pie on deck. It is being warmed up. Oven is on preheat. 1.5, that's good. This is another one. Keep an eye on this. Chain Talk Daily. This is going to be one of those bangers. Let's go through a couple fast ones right now. The tutorial token. There's going to be another banger for you guys right here. Anything above 20 is good, but I would keep your eye on 10. Because you know that $10 million market cap is always this thing. So it might dance on 20 for a while, right? It could do that, dancing on this 20. But sometimes it'll test people and then go back up and shake out some paper hands and then go a lot higher. So I would keep an eye on this one as well. These things are all connected to the Binance chain or got listed already. Or already got listed. Either about to get listed, like I think Captain BNB could probably get listed, or already listed, right? But the fact that everybody's getting BNB, I mean, you should be super excited about that. Super excited about that. Let's see what else we got on the table. What else are we looking? What else are we buying, everybody? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have right here. See what you guys are buying. Who do we have here? Let's go to XPX. That's right here. We got Vote Inu up in here. Ooh, we're over 700K right here, everybody. That's looking good. Ooh, let's go. Turning it right back around. Let's go. I can see that $1 million market cap. Let's go. Shout out to XPX. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the Vote Army. I see them pulling up. Let's show them some love. We got $13.2 million market cap. You guys are doing pretty good, man. Definitely headed in the right direction. One of the most voted communities, if not the most voted community. They pull up everywhere. They're pulling up here. Go give them a look. Holding $13 million market cap right above that $10 million market cap. That's super important. So this is the Vaulted community. Go check them out. They got a lot of things going on. And a community that honestly is tried and tested, right? Where they just been here nonstop. And they're going to continue to be here. They're going to continue to be here, everybody. The same thing with like Feg Token. I believe in like Vote. If they break some serious market caps, when they break some serious market caps, it would be hard for people to resist that. It would be really, really hard for people to resist that type of price action, pumping it up like that, everybody. All right. So very, very nice. Probably nothing, right? Probably nothing. Here we go. On this chart right here, this 1.5, it would be so hard for everybody to be like, oh my God, they're doing it. They're about to go 1.5. It's all-time high going in that right direction. And you're going to wish that you backed the truck up because the market has broken the downtrend and we're basically going to ride the wave of the whole market, everybody. It's basically just going to be like a free ride. As long as we stay active, as long as you keep DCAing, the chart goes up, the whole market's going to come and land right on our laps. And there's more BNB flying around than ever before. So crazy discount prices on XPX. Let's come over back to over here. I want to see Arrow Bud. We're pulling up on the hour mark. Kind of did a deep dive on BTC because it's the most important price action right now. But we're looking pretty good as far as all projects on DeFi. You know, we're seeing the community step up. I'm seeing people come back to life. We're seeing Speedy Token get some life back in it. Community coming back to life. You know, and that's what it takes. It takes every single body to step up and make some noise. Everybody. Where's Merv at? Merv is at 116. Still in that same range, though, so which is good that it's staying in that range. Let's see where Distribute is at. They've been pulling up. Discount price right here on Distribute. They did a token launchpad where we're seeing that that's becoming, you know, very trendy. This is a $1.7 million market cap. The markets are just basically pretty lit right now. You know, we got BTC with some nice price action that has it extremely lit. And now all that hard work that we've been working on is about to come to full action. Basically, basically all that work is about to come into fruition. Everybody, all that hard work is about to be fruitful. Let's go to Jesus Coin. Let's see where they're at. 6.2. They had their nice little rally. Now they're consolidating, getting ready for a nice little pump again. Theirs is getting back over 12 mil. There's a lot of opportunity in the market, everybody, for you guys to ignite a lot of excitement within the community. Like Bitcoin finally broke out. Like put all that downtrend stuff behind us. It's an uptrend now. You know, let the markets kind of fall on your lap. And when BTC really gets over 100K, you're gonna wish that you're doing all this stuff that you're doing right now, and the whole market's gonna be pretty hype. You're gonna see new people coming into the market, new people asking, "Hey, what can I buy into?" But you also got to keep the chart looking pretty good, right? Because you want new people that come into the market to want to buy into that chart. So make sure you guys keep the chart looking pretty good as well. We got Jesus Coin right here, Jesus tokens. They're always doing spaces and stuff. What do they got right here? On April 25th, 2023, Jesus Coin was born. Since then, Jesus Coin has 19,000 holders, 400 million lifetime trading volume, $85 million all-time high, 100K at Crypto Church listeners, 5 million in collateralized loans on user Stellar. We also have over 1 million in donations. Very nice. 2 years later, Jesus still king. Very nice, man. They got a great community, very strong community. Keep an eye on these guys. I'm pretty sure they can turn it around and go a lot higher, everybody. So I'm going to let you guys know. Shout out to Ollie. Happy birthday to him. I'm sure he's probably knocked out. He's probably had a long day. But this was the Ollie stream, the happy birthday stream. So go to the TG, show him some love. I'm sure a lot of you guys have shown him some love. But if you guys are new to the channel, go show him some love for sure. Co-founder of XPX. You guys see him on spaces all the time, doing a lot of spaces with TK, stuff like that. You guys will see him everywhere. I'm sure you guys know who Ollie is already by now. But again, here we go. Happy birthday, Ollie. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm sure it's nighttime over there. You're probably catching some beautiful Z's, all snuggled up, which you should. Eating steak early with a nice little Guinness right there. Oh my God, you're probably all, toasting in a blanket, relax. Nice filled stomach. That's all good, man. So come check this out, man. Come check out XPX. Go give Ollie some love. This was a great day. I mean, fantastic guerrilla radio, spaces all day, live streams, market in the right direction. BTC hitting that 96K, exactly what we talked about on prior streams when it was going to fill that gap. And just like everything else I said that was going to happen, the rest is as well. We're going to keep following through. We got an epic merch store coming soon for everybody. So make sure you guys do not miss out on that. And if you guys got bills to pay, if you guys got, gas tanks to fill up, and you guys want to do it with cryptocurrency, XPX Pay is definitely the spot to do it, everybody. Come over here, order your cards today, or don't. It's all good. We're going to keep pushing. Let's keep grinding together so we can shine together. We got also Turnbucklezoid. It's worth. Yeah, man, it's nice. It's definitely nice, bro. I think they're in my DMs. We might be doing some collaboration work. We'll see if we can, iron some things out and make some things happen for them as well. We got xpxpay.com for all your off-ramp needs. No matter what chain you're on, come over here and do it, everybody. Enjoy your guys' weekend. The market's hot. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Take advantage of knowing the trend is in our direction. Everything's going right. We're on the last push of the merch store. Everything's just lined up perfectly. So enjoy your guys' weekend. Your bags are safe. Make the most of it when you guys can. And have fun during this market, really. Like, lately, it's just been a lot of fun in these spaces. It doesn't have to be a drag. And honestly, I'm not going to let anybody make it a drag for me. I'm going to enjoy this bull run. I'm going to enjoy this market. And I suggest that you guys should do the same. Protect your area, protect your space, protect your peace, protect your vibe, because people's vibe can make you paper hand your great projects, can make you feel like you can't, like you don't want to be in the market. So ignore all that stuff and just know that you have one of the most amazing opportunities right now in time as finances change the way that they look at everything. And if you guys want to be a part of building the future, go to xpxpay.com, because everything will be paid in crypto, everybody. Mark my words. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy it. Have fun, or don't. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later. Have a